Now verse 28, and just as they did not see fit to acknowledge God, God gave them up to a depraved mind to do those things that are not proper. So, keeping the argument straight, Paul is showing us that mankind has been given more than enough evidence for God's existence, yet people continue to reject him, and as a result fall further into their depraved ways of thinking in order to justify themselves. As a result of this, God is revealing his wrath against mankind. Yet the way he chooses to do this is profoundly interesting. The way that God demonstrates his wrath is by allowing human beings to be consumed by their desires. He leaves them to their faulty thinking. He gives them up, this verse says, to their depraved minds. He allows them to do things that are sinful, giving them over to their sin. And that expression of God's wrath is one that I find to be unexpected, fascinating, and very rarely taught today. It seems almost foreign to us, the idea that God exhibits his wrath by letting people do what they want to do. But we learn in interesting ways about God's patience and his anger from these verses. The wrath of man is often shown in bursts. We say things like, when I get angry, I explode. Well, God, even in his wrath, is very different from mankind. His wrath is steady, constant, and unchanging. God doesn't just get over sin. He doesn't just get over mankind's rejection of him, which is perhaps a very good indicator of just how much God actually cares. Because to walk away, to cut and run, would have been, in a sense, too easy. In fact, that's probably what most humans would have done. But God remains as steady and even-keeled in his wrath as he does in his steadfast love. So those are things to keep in mind as we continue our study in Romans.